Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League. The Tundra is sitting at 1-0 after an interesting start of the season. Our ace got injured and we won 1-0 off of our RBI hero, Makai Norner-West. So we're in a good spot right now. We're actually leading the division, which I think is the first time in Tundra's history, which is fun. Hopefully we can stay in that spot, as the next game will be going up against the 0-1 Colossus, who lost big in their first game of the season. And we're going to have Luke Resplendent on the mound. He was our ace last year. He pitched really well for us. He made it to the All-Star game, and he is going to be our number 2 this year. So I am hoping that he settles into that spot, and maybe we have essentially like a pseudo-ace now with 2 really good starters at the top of our rotation. While Potter is recovering, as you can see, she got blasted in the face last time. So I don't know if I want to change anything. I think we ran into a buzzsaw that was Chris Harris, who was the starter in the All-Star game from the Foresters. So I'm going to give them all a little bit of flexibility here, especially Harrington, who was hitless in that last game. And I'm going to leave the lineup as is. So we're going to start with Zeke Price. He's leading things off. He actually had a great game. Brock Kramer will be number 2, followed by Harrington, then Norner-West. We're going to have Flip Bauer in the 5 spot, followed by Jacques Stennis, Braden Coleman, our third baseman. Amos get wrecked in right field, and then Gad Mann will be behind the plate in the 9 spot. And we will have our standard away uniforms. Let's head out to the ballpark, the Battery Bay, home of the Colossus. They actually made that giant dragon ride in the background there after the Colossus.
It's game time here at Battery Bay.
And they didn't have a great season last year, if I recall. And so it'll be interesting to see how we fare against them today. We get to hit first, so we'll bring out Zeke Price. He went 2 for 3 last time.
Zeke Price.
Was excited to bring him in as our new starting center fielder. Much better option than what we saw from Ian Hackett last year. 1-1 count, and Marquez, just kind of a meh pitcher out there. No traits to help him out. He has decent junk for his slider and his curveball, which you saw right there on the slider. About average velocity and accuracy. A ground ball into right field, and Price will reach safely. So leadoff man aboard, and a mojo boost for our speedy center fielder. Next, the young Brock Kramer coming in, batting .333, 1 for 3 in that last game. Good arm behind the plate. Kramer's going to just slap that first pitch into left field, and we have another runner. 2 on, nobody out for Adriana Harrington. Hitless in the last game. We're getting into high pressure, so clutch activates for Price. And first pitch pulled foul. See if she can capitalize on a good situation for her against a mad pitcher. 2-1 count. Good eye for Harrington, not chase there. Her ball blooped into left field. Will it get down? It's down, and for Ibarra, Price gets stuck in no man's land as he had to hold up just in case that ball was caught. Really, really weird play there, but Ibarra is able to get it into third for out number 1. Trading places at second and third is Kramer and Harrington, and Howe will take it herself as Norner-West grounds to second baseman, who was heading towards second base. We had 2 on and nobody out, and we end up failing to score a run. A very unfortunate start to the game. We'll see how our defense does here behind Resplendent. Luke Resplendent facing off against Bryn Howell, when we'll give up a base hit to start this game. Both teams get their leadoff man on, and Howe gets a mojo boost. Abel Hamilton comes up. Tier 3 disciplined team, Tier 1 crafty. So we have a huge low pitch opportunity for Hamilton if he gets one low in the zone. We'll have to see what Resplendent chooses to do here. Tries to get him to chase low. Strike catches the corner. I thought that was outside. And strike 3 swinging, so right in on the hands, and Resplendent placing that pitch in the perfect spot to prevent the player from pummeling the pitch. Sorry, I started doing the alliteration, figured I'd try and continue it. Cameron Russell comes up. Hitless for the year, has low contact, great power, so she can run into one. Chases there, and fouls one off. Resplendent coming into this career raw. A liner to Norner West, back to first, not in time. Good reaction from Howe to turn around and head back to back to first base just in time. Now Tiago Lowe comes up. Great hitter. Has tier 2 RBI hero, but it's not activated. I'll be looking for him to be dropped at some point if the Colossus aren't playing well. 0-2 count, 2 outs, runner on first with great speed. Lowe takes a ball low and a liner into center field. So 2 aboard with 2 outs. Resplendent not having the best start of the game in career or year so far. Hickman comes up. Hitless, decent contact, good power, but he got underneath this one, and that should be an easy play for Price in center field. He'll catch that one. Inning ends. 2 hits, but nothing else, so very similar to what we saw from our team. We head to the top of the second.
Number 8, Flip Bauer.
Flip Bauer comes up. He, I believe, is 1 for 2. Tier 1 fastball hitter. We talked about this during the off-season video. Good young player that, even though we only have a tier 1 fastball hitter trait, it's better to have him on our team than not on our team. If we were facing him, for example, as a member of the Colossus, that would be terrifying with tier 3 fastball hitter. And he grounds to second base.
Number 19, Jacques Dennis.
Jacques Dennis also 1 for 2. Tier 3 bad ball hitter, which is what brought him in. He hits one to the left field. It's funny, I was watching back one of my previous videos from last season, and I saw myself mention when Jacques Dennis was, I think, on the Rakers, and I saw him, and I went, oh, that's a guy I might look for in the offseason because of that bad ball hitter trait. And then we found him. Outside pitch sent to right field, pulled, and up against the warning track there is Scott Wright. He'll haul it in for a loud out number 2. 2 down for Amos Getrect, who was hitless in the last game. He's had a rocky start to his career. Had a couple of big hits, but not anything consistent. And that's what we're looking for from him. That tier 3 clutch comes through in the later innings, but early in the game, early in the season, it is really tough to watch him struggle. A grounder to third, and it goes off the glove. Good recoil and reaction from the shortstop to still make the play at first. That'll go 5-6-3 for 1 out to end the inning. Tough luck from Getrect there. Oh, they do pronounce that Butts. I thought it was Buttes. Kennedy Butts comes up. She's also hitless. We'll see if Resplendent can have a much smoother second inning. 2-1 count. And a grounder will be pulled foul. 2-2 now. And that one's going to get through into center field, so leadoff woman aboard. We'll see how he responds to that with Ibarra coming up. Left fielder also hitless this year. Has tier 2 rally starter, but it won't be activated. Bunt popped up, and he touches it fair. So Gadman will make the play at first base, and runner will advance to second. So 1 out with a runner in scoring position. And that'll bring up Scott Wright. Playing out of position in right field. I guess out of position meaning not his primary position. Grounds foul. Pulls foul. Down 0-2. Great speed at second. Taking strike 3 at the top of the zone. There's out number 2, and Schnitzel Colon. I kind of like Schnitzel Colon better, but we'll go with Schnitzel Cologne.
That's okay.
Maybe related to Justice Cologne in some way, shape, or form. Former outlaw from our original Chem Lock League. And he sends one to left or center field, but it'll hang up for Price. So another runner reaches, but stranded, and Resplendent, I would say, laboring through the first couple of innings of this game so far. The day hasn't been smooth, but he has been effective. So we'll go 9-1-2, starting with Gadman. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. He had a couple of big hits last year, but really nothing much. Definitely not consistent. He falls behind 0-2 and chases strike 3. So we're starting to see a little bit of what we saw last year. Struggling versus weaker pitchers. As Marquez has gotten through the lineup once. He's locked in now, and Zeke Price will come up. Got a hit.
Nope, that's low.
2-0 count. Good spot for him. He will swing at one and pop up behind short. Easy play for Hamilton, out number 2. Nobody on. Brock Kramer comes up. He pulled one into left field last time. Looking to see if he can reach base and turn it over to Harrington.
Outside.
Ball way outside.
That's a strike.
Strike taken. And a slider will be pulled into left field, and slow reaction time from the third baseman, and it was right to her, but she just couldn't get to it. We have a 2-out single for Harrington. They call it a fielder's choice with her bloop to left field last time, as the runner was forced out at third. That seems really weird to me. So she's still looking for her first hit, and that will continue into her next at-bat because she pops up behind second base to end the inning. It's a shame we've seen a much slower start to the season for Harrington than what we saw last year. Returning MVP has definitely not shown that for the team so far. We're in Howe, 1 for 1 with a single and now locked in. Resplendent over 30 pitches to start the third. He'll throw the fork for strike 1. Fastball at the bottom of the zone will be taken. And a grounder to third, backhand from Coleman. Over to Kramer, out number 1, and Howe loses her mojo back to neutral. So in comes Hamilton. I believe he lined one to second base, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope, low.
Or he struck out. Takes the strike there, 1-1 count. And a low pitch sent into center field. Luckily, he didn't get underneath that one as he got the barrel on it. And a 1-out single.
Number 6, Cameron Russell.
Cameron Russell comes up 0 for 1. Tier 1 distractor activated, so dropping the accuracy of Resplendent just a little bit. Not very significant in this at-bat as Russell flies out to right field. Camped under that one is get wrecked for out number 2. He'll get it in safely. And that'll turn it over to Tiago Lowe.
Number 25, Tiago. Oh.
I'd say Tiago makes those jerseys look a little bit cooler. As he steps up to the box, 40th pitch from Resplendent. Will be low and away. It's a 1-1 count with 2 outs and a runner on first. And blooped into right field. Get wrecked, can't get to it. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. 1 run is going to score here. Price will get it in to the cutoff man, but runner comes around from first to score on the double from Lowe. And that'll finally put the first run on the board for either team as the Colossus take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the third, and Hickman will come up.
That's a strike.
So Resplendent still at neutral mojo. Don't know how he didn't hit Hickman there. And popped up right field shallow and foul territory, but Get Record's going to get over there. That'll end the inning, but not before Lowe hits the RBI double and gives the Colossus a 1-0 lead. Of course, 1 run should be manageable for our offense, but as it's seen so far, it does not feel like that's the case, as Marquez is still locked in. That crazy slider there. And a grounder slowly to second base. That's Northern West's bread and butter, is the grounder to second. He pulls it off there, and he's out number 1. Bauer late on that one, fouls it off. Chase is outside. 0-2. Late in the defensive swing there, pops a foul. And a grounder to shortstop. Out number 2. rough start to the season for Bauer.
Number 19, John Dennis.
And Dennis now 2 for 3 on the year. Will come up to the plate. Reached on the single last time. Love to see him run into one here. He's got the power for it.
You bet that's a strike.
Oh, he takes the slider for strike 2. And he'll pull a curveball foul. Was inside on that one. Dribbler will get knocked down by Marquez, and he makes the play to end the inning. So Marquez cruising now. Settled in after a rough first inning that we couldn't capitalize on. And he's got a lead. He's hoping his offense can add to that lead.
Kennedy.
So we head to the bottom of the fourth. It's going to start with Butts.
That's a
Nice
strike.
curveball for strike 1. Another one. This time she pulls foul. 0-2 and strike 3. Fastball high and away, and there was no way she was catching up to that one. Nice pitching from Resplendent. Very efficient. 1-2-3 pitch at bat there. And Ibarra will come up.
No.
Let me see if I can find out who the All-Star representative was for the Colossus last year, because off the top of my head, I don't recall.
That's a strike.
Late on that one, strike 2. Fouls one off. And a grounder to short. Bauer with a nice play. That'll be in the inning. Or, I'm sorry, that'll be out number 2. For the Colossus, it was Kennedy Butts, who was their all-star with 3 home runs and 3 stolen bases last year. And a grounder into center field. Keeps the inning alive for the Colossus in the 4th. Cologne will come up. He drove one to center field, but lined out to Price in his last at-bat.
Now pitching, Ellen Booth.
And Booth will come in. She's locked in, but she's at about half stamina. We really, really need to quit leaning exclusively on her.
That's a strike.
She should be coming in some more important situations, I think. She will proceed to give up a ground ball up the middle. And she, in her early career, hasn't been efficient with her pitches. She seems to throw more pitches than necessary to get the outs that we need. And so she'll have rally stopper activated against Howe here. Howe is at neutral mojo, but has tier 2 contact versus righties. And she'll get a ground ball to third to end the inning. So great job from Booth. I really don't want to see her pitch in the 5th inning.
Now back, the third baseman, number 56,
Coleman comes up 0 for 1.
Ryan Coleman.
Well, I don't think we were expecting to rely on his offense, but he's hitless this year so far. He does have solid contact with another tier 1 pitch, the outside pitch trait.
No.
Popped foul there. 1-2 count. And almost gets hit. Don't know how he got missed there. Marquez low and in again. Full count for Coleman. Late, fouls it off. 55th pitch is a one right down the middle, and he's going to get lucky as it grounds to Coleman or Russell for out number 1.
Number 13.
And that's going to drop the mojo of our third baseman. Get Wrecked comes up. Tier 3 clutch activated in a high-pressure situation. Marquez still locked in, but over 55 pitches now. Getting ahead in the count here. Amos, good spot. He takes a curveball for strike 1. Fastball pushed foul, 2-2. Takes the ball outside, full count for him. Staying alive, defending the bottom of the zone. And this one's lofted into right center field, not all of it, and so that's going to actually help him as Butts couldn't get to it in time. And Get Wrecked will reach first. He says Get Wrecked to the center fielder, who is playing deeper because of Get Wrecked's power. Gadman will come up. I think there's a place to replace him. Yep. Milan Tirehead will come in to replace Gadman. Clutch at max pressure now. Tirehead was kind of a starter around the infield last year for us. He's now a bench option. Had a big 2-home run game late in the season. 2-1 count here. Will take a strike outside. Decent hitter. Doesn't chase. Full count. Third straight full count for Marquez. And that'll be popped up and out of play. We'll do it again. Come on, Milan. And ball forward taken, so good eye from Tirehead as he works the walk, and now 2 on for Zeke Price in a max pressure situation with Clutch and Neutral Mojo. Ashlyn Fry comes in to replace Marquez. Ashlyn, former Tundras. Ball outside. Fry added a 4th pitch late in the season. Gets a strike here. Come on, Zeke. That's a strike on the slider. 1-2. And he chases strike 3 outside. I don't know about that one called strike. That was bullshit. Whatever. 2 for 2 days. Brock Kramer. Would love to make him go 3 for 3 here. We need to at least tie this one. 2 outs. Ball outside. Fry locked in. Fastball fouled straight back. Just missing that one is Kramer. Pulls one foul. He's down 1-2. No traits in this situation. And he chases strike 3. So Ashlyn Fry comes up big against her former team. That is a dagger. Damn it. Another failed opportunity with runners in scoring position. Good job from Get Wrecked and Milan Tire had to do their job, but we're going to bring in Baxter behind the plate. He has tier 3 cannon arm. We'll see. Hopefully he doesn't have to use it, as Booth will stay out there. She's locked in. She'll get a fly out to center field, really shallow, and Zeke Price has to run all the way in to get to that one. I don't know when he lost his mojo. Cameron Russell, tense, 0 for 2. High pressure situation, so our clutch players are getting a little speed boost. Little fielding, little arm boost. A grounder up the middle. Good easy play from Bauer. Out number 2. Now here's the monster today, Tiago Lowe. 2 for 2 with a single and an RBI double, the difference in this ball game right now. We'll see if Booth can get him here. 1-1 count. And a liner will go right to Bauer. He gets a short hop and ends the inning. So good pitching from Booth in the 5th. And my God, please don't let her stay in for the 6th. We're going to blow this game if we can't get a run here. Harrington, time for you to break things open and tie this ball game. Majors comes in to replace Russell at 3rd. This is a defensive replacement. Majors a secondary position. And Ashlyn Fry stays out there for now. Tough out activates on the 1-2. Former teammates, and Fry wins this battle as Harrington is really, really in her head to begin this season. She is now 0 for 3 today and 0 for the season. And there he goes, Norderwest, deep right field, and that one's going to get out of here into the frozen tundra. Makai Norderwest, he is responsible for every run that we have scored this season. His first home run and second RBI. That one goes 454. A no-doubt shot from our second baseman, and that's why we bring him in. Even without RBI hero, he comes through for us, and this ball game is tied. Ashlyn Fry back to neutral mojo. Starts with the fastball here against Flip. Flip takes the ball inside. He's looking to add to the lead, maybe. 1-2 count after the foul. Ball misses inside. Flip staying alive, fouls one off again, 2-2. And he'll pull one right to Hickman. Easy play for her, and that's out that's out number 2. Jacques Dennis comes up. Max pressure here, tier 3 bad ball hitter activated. Ball inside at 101 from Fry. And this one gets over the head of the third baseman into left field corner. We'll see if Dennis tries for second. He will. Abaro comes up throwing. There's going to be a play. Nope. Sliding in safely is Jacques Dennis. He's in scoring position now. Big moment there from the DH to come through. Now we have a chance to take the lead. Coleman gets replaced by Demi Trampelson. Don't inspire any confidence in me here. Max pressure. Dennis not very fast. Base hit may not score the run here, depending on where it goes. Trampelson takes a strike 1-1. Ball inside. And off the end of the bat, diving play, can't make the play. Rounding third and will hold. Howe couldn't make the play. She's a weak defender at second base, and Demi Trampelson will reach safely. We'll see if she tries to steal here. Amos Get Wrecked will be coming up with a tier 3 clutch situation and a max pressure situation. Ashlyn Fry starting to fall apart here. We already scored one run this inning. Chance to take the lead before we go to the bottom of the 6th. And Amos grounder to third, or to short. Throw will, oh, what a pick from Hickman. Errant throw from the shortstop who had to get up and hurry the throw. Amos with a speed boost because of clutch. Still couldn't get down the line in time. And this ball game is still tied, but Norner West comes up with a huge home run. So we replaced Coleman at third. We brought in Trampelson. She's going to stay in and go to right field. Amos will be pulled into the infield and go over to third. 2-1 count, and Hickman will swing through strike 2. Even with tense mojo. And Trampelson dives, can't make the play. It's going to get down. Heading to second is Hickman. Trampelson will be the first one to get to it. And it's a leadoff double. The winning run is on second base right now for All-Star Kennedy Butts. Oh, this doesn't look good for us. Finally pulling Ellen Booth, who should have been pulled already. And Quincy Healthy comes up with tier 3 clutch. They decide to walk the All-Star, put 2 on. That'll not only activate clutch, but also activate rally stopper for Healthy. And you'll get to see exactly how dangerous he can be as Bert Pollard comes in to replace Caesar Ibarra. And look at that, tier 3 rally stopper, tier 3 clutch in a max pressure situation. 2 on, nobody out for Pollard, who came in to pinch hit for Ibarra. Tier 2 contact versus righties for him. Takes a strike, 2-1 count. Come on, Healthy. Ball low, 3-1, good spot for Pollard. Runners take off on the hit and run, and it's failed. It goes foul. Full count. And a liner. Bauer makes the play. Oh, my God. Can't make the play. Norner West with an error at second base. I don't know what that squeal was. Come on, Mackay. Oh, so it's bases loaded. Nobody out. Infield in. Outfield shallow. Winning run at third. And have to go home. And there's a double play. What a job from Kramer to get to that one and get it over to home in time. And great play from our backup catcher, Baker. I think it's Baker, who threw it back to first. And diving play, can't get to it in time. Trampelson has to go to the first, and safe. And that's going to win the ball game. Oh, we lost in walk-off fashion. Colossus pull off a victory against us. That was ugly. We had so many opportunities to score, and our offense just couldn't come through. We're really feeling the effects of Harrington's struggles this early season, but I think if we get that error, we at least get into extras here. Damn it, Norner West, he scores the runs, but he can't make the play. Do we maybe make a move to put him at DH? I don't know. I'm going to take a look at his defense again. I don't know if that was just a random thing or if that was what we can expect to see from him going forward. That's really frustrating. So 2-1, we score our run on the Norner West home run. 2 hits from Kramer and Dennis, but a couple of other hits and a walk from Tirehead are all we could do to muster up any offense. Colossus get a couple of 2-hit days from Lowe and Cologne, a double from Lowe, and that our winning run knocked in on the base hit from Cologne to right field. Daggers. It just feels so bad. Resplendent, no decision here. 3 2/3. He gave up 6 hits, which wasn't great. He did allow 1 run, and he struck out 3. His ERA sitting at 2.45. Ellen Booth pitched fine, but she was already tired when she came in, and she really gave it everything she had. 1 1/3, giving up 2 hits, nothing else. And Quincy Healthy, unfortunately, will get the loss here. I think he did the best he could with the situation he was given. 2 outs and the double play, but he gave up a hit and a walk. It was an intentional walk, so not on him. Marquez, 4 1/3, 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He pitched incredibly today, which is just kind of par for the course for our offense against this, against average to below average pitchers. And of course, Ashlyn Fry, our former long reliever, gets the win. 1 2/3, giving up 3 hits total. Gave up the home run to Norner West and 3 strikeouts to win the game. So it's Norner West with the home run. He gets the #1 star and ironically responsible for our loss because of that error. And then Delmar Marquez with his pitching performance, followed by Tiago Lowe. That's your top 3. So that sucks. We are now sitting at 1-1. Between these two, who do we give the mojo boost to, or the loyalty boost to? I think Kramer's younger at 22, compared to Jacques at 36. So we'll go with Kramer here, but both have been playing well. And between these two, I have to give it to Booth. She's been relied on more heavily, and she's worth more. And she's, I think, produced better, too. Despite a few struggles here and there, she's still produced better than Get Wrecked. And between these two, I think I have to increase Owens and decrease Coleman, just due to the fact that Owens hasn't done anything yet, but Coleman hasn't done anything, and he has had the opportunity to. So, not a good start for our third baseman. We might have to make some tough decisions here shortly. Let's see. Since that... let's send him to our next game. And just like that, we drop down into 4th place. That's frustrating. We play the Cutters next, who are 0-2. And since that game ended, there is a 23-year-old in the free agent pool that just got dropped by the Burners. Oh, and Pumice Beltran just got brought in by the Burners. Raiden Coleman with the development option. Might consider that for him. He needs it. 27. That's probably fine. And we have a third base option coming in to the free agent pool. No, thank you. Waylon Greer got signed by the Swampers. Gene Fitzpatrick gets dropped. Jagger McMillan goes to the Chompers. Transfer Norner West to gain Steeler with some development here. I'll look at this, but I don't think he's fast enough that we would want him to have that. And then a first baseman with fastball, hitter, and cannon arm. Probably not. -9 fielding for Simon. Oh, it's Baxter, not Baker. And +5 speed for Get Wrecked. He bumps up to a B+, so that's nice to see. Chip Norman gets dropped for young option at second, and that's it there. All right, let's take a look at development here. So Janaya Bango, we probably want to do this one for her. Chance to gain a 5th pitch as a reliever and some accuracy boost. Would like to see that. Probably don't want to gain easy target, and we definitely don't need the speed on man. He's already quick enough as it is. Yeah, Norner West being 32 speed and 28 years old. We don't need the power. We don't need the speed. We could use the fielding. But 54, he should have still made that play. I probably won't do this just for the 1 fielding. He's tense now, by the way. Won't do this for Trampleson. You know what? I actually might do this for her. Be nice to see her get a little bit of contact boost. And if she could play all 3 outfield position, she can really help us, and she might stay on the team a little bit longer. And then Jacques Dennis here. Don't want to develop a 36-year-old. Lastly, Coleman. 1 power, 2 arm with a chance for 2 more arm. I'll probably do this for him as well. He could use a little bit of help. So he doesn't get the bonus arm. We'll do this one for Trampleson. She doesn't get the bonus contact or the secondary position boost. She gains 4 contact, loses 1 speed there. And then the only other one we're going to do here is for Janaya Bango. She doesn't get any of the boosts, just the 2 accuracy. All right, and the rest we're going to just let expire. We aren't going to bring or spend many there. Many. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. I am going to keep my eye on the third base options here. I don't like Rog McKenzie with his Tier 3 Butterfingers. If he didn't have that, I might actually be interested. Estrada's a backup. Christian Black. Interesting. Black's not terrible, but I don't think... Let's see if they would align. Nope, he's competitive. 1 year older. Better power, worse contact, slightly better speed, slightly worse fielding, slightly better arm. And we save 2.2. We lose a trait, but that doesn't matter. If we were to do this, then we'd have to make it a corresponding move to bring in a competitive player to replace a spirited player. And there's a total of, what, 7 options here? Cork exuberantly. Teodoro Estrada. This isn't a bad option. He's well over his price point right now. And then Cosmos Stubbs. That's a funny name. He's 21. He's actually interesting to me. But would have to replace Appleseed or Owens. And and it wouldn't make sense. I guess I could replace Appleseed, but I don't think I'd want to go that route. And our only spirited infielders are Norner West and Dennis and Kramer, and I'm actually liking all 3 of them, outside of what Norner West just did. So we're probably not going to be able to make that move. The only move we could make is to bring in Estrada to replace Coleman. But Estrada is a much worse hitter.
Can't decide whether you're more hungry.
He's a great defender, but he's not a guy I want as our starter. And those traits don't do anything for him. He's older, so there's a chance he could regress as well.
Personally, I can't get enough of Kaylee's chocolate-covered kale, who happens to be our sponsor this
So I think we'll probably just stay with Coleman for now. But this brings us to our next game, and now we have to figure out what are we going to do with our lineup. So I want to check, is this a doubleheader? No, it's not. We're going to play the Cutters, and then we have a doubleheader against the Rakers. We don't doubleheader against the Cutters this year, which is unfortunate because that seems to be the team that we can actually beat. 2 against the Chompers, and then 2 against the Foresters later. So, what does the lineup look like for this game with Leonardo Owens on the mound? Which, by the way, if you recall, Owens was a all-star from the Nocturnals. He had 2 complete games last year, and he'll have Tier 3 workhorse this time. So if he can get himself going, he might last a while, and we need a little bit of saving of the bullpen after that last game. What do you do when you have 2 of your best hitters tenths? You probably keep him in, right? Norner West seems to be fine where he's at. I think we reward Dennis for his good hitting. So let's move this around. Let's do this. Let's try that move. Get wrecked. Then Bauer. I think that works. Maybe we can get some pop out of Zeke Price behind Kramer. Kramer's been getting on. And then maybe Zeke Price can knock him in. I think we keep everybody else where they're at. Kramer can only play first. Dennis can play third, but he's not a good third baseman. Coleman can go to short if we need to. Flip can go to second if we need to. Tirehead can play all positions, so can Get Wrecked. Yeah, I think we leave this as is, and let's hope that both Northern West and Harrington can sort things out. Different reasons. Harrington's still looking for her first hit, and Northern West made the error, and so that's why where he's at tense-wise, especially after the home run. I feel like the home run should have given him not locked in mojo, and then that should have dropped him to neutral, but who am I? All right, so tough loss. A walk-off win for the Colossus, and we're sitting at 1-1. Let's hope we can maybe beat up on the Cutters here. With Naomi Quinn on the mound with Tier 1 choker, we'll have Leonardo Owens with Tier 3 workhorse, both getting their first start of the year. Both have really good attribute. For Quinn, it's junk. For us, or for Owens, it's velocity. Both are very weak in one thing. For her, it's accuracy. For us, it's junk, and then average in that third. So, interesting pitcher matchup here, but we'll see if we can come out on top next time out. They have a good hitting team, so Owens has to be ready. Our offense needs to get things sorted out, as we've only scored 2 runs in 2 games. So, something needs to break for us. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not done so already, please like the video if you're enjoying the content. Please subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more of this content, and comment down below who your favorite player on the team is early in the season. Let me know if you have any suggestions for the team, and also let me know if you have any ideas for other content you'd like to see. I've just been kind of writing this series only for a little while, as I am trying to, navigate through the off season. I'm actually off for a little while here. Well, I guess I should say, I don't know when this video comes out. I've been pre-recording a bit, but off over the holidays. So trying to find out what I want to do with my time related to the channel. So let me know if you have any ideas. Might be too late. But either way, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.
Colonial Plaza tonight.